Well, good morning. It's fairly early morning. The sun's just coming up here in Petersburg, West Virginia. You may not watch this till the evening, I don't know. But it's going to be a pretty morning. Birds are singing, and it's just going to be a good day today. But when I got up this morning, I was looking at some particular scripture that I thought was real pertinent to where we're at sometimes, and it reminded me of a story that I had read about this couple a long time ago, back 1947. They were walking along one day, and they got into an argument. They were an engaged couple, and they got into this argument, and in the argument, the lady, and I can't remember her name, but she got so angry that she took off her engagement ring and just flung it into this field. And they continued to talk, they continued to stand there and talk, and while they talked, eventually they made up and everything was fine. Well, then she realized she had thrown her ring into this field. And so they went searching for it. They went over in this field and they were searching for it. And they searched and searched and searched, but the ring was nestled down somewhere under the tall grass, and they couldn't find it. Didn't matter how long they searched, they couldn't find it. Well, eventually they went ahead, they got married, never found the ring. 67 years later, the husband has passed away. And the story has been told down through the family over the years. The story's been told, and this one grandson said, you know what, I wonder if I'd get a metal detector and go search in the field. I wonder if I'd find it. So he goes and he buys a metal detector and he goes to the field and he searches in the field for a couple of hours, and sure enough, he finds the ring and takes it back to his grandmother and puts it on her finger. And you say, what's that got to do with anything? Well, it reminded me of a passage that I was reading this morning over in the book of Jeremiah, actually. In Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 12, it says, "Then you will call on me and go and pray, and I will listen to you. And you will seek me and find me when you search for me." God says, I'm not hiding, but I'm not always just... When you think of searching for something, you think of something that's lost. God's not lost. But sometimes we're not looking for Him with the right eyes. Sometimes we're not looking for Him with the right heart. I've had people tell me, I feel so far from God, or I feel like God is so far away. I just can't seem to connect with God. Well, sometimes the reason we have trouble connecting with God, sometimes the reason that God seems so far away, He's really right there. He hasn't gone anywhere. He's right there. Just like that ring didn't go anywhere. He's right there. But sometimes we don't search for Him with the right equipment, so to speak. Sometimes we go to Him and we're still carrying all the anger and the bitterness, or we're still carrying resentment, or we're still carrying sin, or we're still carrying something in our heart that God says, I don't want to be a part of. If we want to search for God, if we want to find God in our lives, if we want to have a relationship with God, we've got to search with the right equipment, so to speak. It's not that God's hiding from us. He's right where He always was. And, He says over in another part of this scripture, He says, you will call on me and go and pray to me, and I will listen to you. It's not that God is hiding from us. It's not that God doesn't want to hear from us. He wants to hear us. He wants to hear our prayers. He wants to be in a relationship with us. But sometimes we go looking for Him with the wrong equipment. We go looking for Him with a vengeful attitude, and we want to pray against somebody, or we want to pray that God changes somebody else, when in fact we're the ones that need changed. We're the ones that need to straighten up our act. We're the ones that need to change our attitude, our outlook, or our opinion about some certain thing. We go looking for God with the wrong equipment. So if God feels really far from you this morning, maybe you need to Go get you a metal detector, a spiritual metal detector. Maybe you need to change the equipment that you're looking for God with. Maybe you need to look down deep in your own heart and say, what is it that's keeping me from feeling close to God? What is it that's in me? Because God hasn't gone anywhere. He's where He's always been. And He wants to hear our prayers, He tells us. So what is it in me that's keeping me from feeling close to God or feeling like I can find Him? Well, our time is gone. In fact, well, it's not too bad. 5:30. 5 minutes and now 40 seconds. But I hope this helps you today. I hope you think about it. Share this with somebody if you think it might be a help to them. Share it on Facebook. Share it through sending the link from the YouTube connection, the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and share it with others. There's things you can do to help get this word out, but the main thought here today, as you go through today, I want you to find God, but you got to do it with the right equipment, with the right heart. So take a look at your heart. I hope you have a wonderful day today. I hope it's a day filled with the presence of the Lord, and I hope you have no trouble finding Him today. I hope you feel very close to Him. Hope you have a great day. God bless.